Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Scott.
I'm Shatay, and we're the Hazes.
Welcome to the Love Haze, where we believe that healing and wholeness are not just destinations.
Amen to that. We believe they're a journey, and here on the Love Haze, we talk about how to navigate through it.
Absolutely. So today, we're going to talk about some reviews and reflections from some trips that we've taken to Destin, Florida, which is also considered the Emerald Coast, one of our favorite destinations stateside. And this is a part of our new series, Black Love Journeys, where we just kind of talk about places that we go, things that we enjoy, this journey in Black love together. We assert here that Black love definitely travels well.
Ooh, I'm into that.
So let's get into it.
There you go. Destin, Florida. We love Destin. We went there for the first time in 2018.
Yeah.
And I think we chose it because we were looking for a nice beach to go to that was like drivable distance, wasn't too far. I know that I'm a bit of a beach snob in that I want beautiful water that I can see through. Like I need to know what's swimming around me if possible.
Yes.
Beautiful sand. And I had heard some things about Destin and looked at some pictures, and it has earned its name Emerald Coast so well. It's just gorgeous, and it's only about 5.5 hours from Atlanta. So we were like, bet. So we went for the first time in early August of 2018, and we stayed for about 4 or 5 days.
Yeah,
we've been multiple times. 2 occasions we stayed at Silver Shells. It's like a condo that's managed by Compass Resorts. And I think that's our preference. We like staying there. We did a beach house one time, and it was a nice home, but navigating to the beach, which is the whole reason we go there to begin with, navigating to the beach was a little bit of a haze, which I guess I could have saved that. But we love Compass Resorts, and they have 1 to 3 bedroom units. We've done the 2-bedroom and the 3-bedroom one before. Really affordable especially if you go with family or friends. But with just us going that first time in a 2-bedroom unit, it was still pretty affordable. Right on the beach, there's a gym. You get a parking spot included. It's private access to a beach. And we're talking about Silver Shells now. Private access to the beach, and you also get beach chairs, 2 beach chairs with your unit that they'll set up each day. Nice pool, just like a lot of amenities that make me just love that place. And quite honestly, every time we go back, I'm like, I wish we owned something here so we could just
every time
we could just come back. It's just I just love that place. What do you love about Destin?
I love everything about Destin as it relates to being a stateside destination, the waters. I'm from Alabama, and I did not know much about Destin at all. Had always, as a child, like gone to Gulf Shores.
Yeah.
And, even when we went to Florida, I think we went to, I can't even remember the name of the destination, somewhere in Florida, but it was close, and it was not Destin. Destin will always hold unique memories for me because that was our first couples trip together.
New love.
Right. We were brand new, calling ourselves liking each other, going on our first little vacation.
Yeah.
And it was a really good trip.
It was.
And I remember feeling like, oh, we grown dating out here. But it was a really good destination, really good relaxation. Everything about it felt kind of exclusive. Just having our own unit. There was an extra bedroom. I think everything I remember doing prior to that, like dating wise, was just kind of like get a regular hotel, go hang out, get some mopeds or something, and ride up and down the street. But that trip just really felt like, I was like, I think this is my person too. So
I can echo that. I would say most of our experiences, at least for me, felt like home. Like, we have been doing this for forever.
Yeah,
so for
definitely.
it to be our very first trip, first time going away together, it felt so comfortable, so familiar. Didn't feel forced. Everything about our union has felt effortless. Like I somehow knew you before. I think it's the best way I can probably put it.
And I remember thinking before we left, like, I'm real life about to go on vacation with this lady. And how's it gonna be? Like, it's one thing to be dating somebody.
Yeah.
It's a totally other thing to be like laid up somewhere on vacation, like trying to figure it out. There's no like plans for real. No, like trying to figure it out. But what I found out, or what solidified for me was, no matter where we are, Shatay's gonna sleep.
I love my naps. Yes.
She's gonna want to be outside on the balcony and just listen to the water.
Yeah.
I think we established for the first time then that anytime we go to that, we both love water. We both love the beach, and we love to go into the water and pray.
Yeah.
And just kind of thank God and look out into like the foreverness, and just kind of are reminded of like all of the things that God does without us.
Yeah.
You know, all of his creations and all that kind of stuff.
I would agree to that. There's something about water that feels like my spirit element for some reason, even though I'm a Leo and that's a fire sign. There's something about water that just reminds me of, you can just hear the majesty of God or something. And the idea that whatever you bring into the water, you can pray on it and it could just be carried away by the waves.
The release.
Yeah, something about that is just really powerful. So whenever we go somewhere, we're always like itching to get into the water to release a thing, or just to acknowledge and just like be in the earth. And
which is also one of the reasons why Shatay really likes that you could see through the water. This is the most like, I like nature around, but I don't want nature to touch me person that you ever meet. So
I respect you.
Right.
You respect me.
Stay over there.
I'll stay in mine.
But we'll fully go into nature's environment and be like, nature, get away from me. Like, don't come over here and touch me.
Yeah.
So being able to see through the water, that clear emerald water is just one of the best things about Destin. The sights, the sounds, the everything.
Yeah. What about like location? Like where the condos are right on the strip. I guess the main strip is what I would call it, where it's like all the restaurants, lots of stores. The Walmart, which is not a thing here in Atlanta. Walmart has a liquor store connected to it, and you can buy like bottles for like $20, which is super affordable. We've experienced that in other parts of Florida too. Even outside of Publix, randomly in Orlando, they have it. So maybe it's a Florida thing. But lots of things to do. So restaurants, recreation. There's a go-kart place, on that strip. There's the alligator show place restaurant right off the strip. There's it's just a lot to do. We both love seafood. So, we've had some really good meals. It just screams vacation home. Like, come stay here every year. And pre-pandemic, we had gone, or even during the pandemic, this was the first year we hadn't gone back. We've been back every summer since then. It's just brought our family too. We're like, we love this place. And they're like, okay, we're coming.
The other thing about it being condos is, of course, there's refrigerator, full kitchen setup. So if you have a partner who does not like to get out of the bed and go anywhere to go get things to eat, then you can get up and cook, do whatever you want to do, lay back down.
Yep.
Which is one of Shatay's favorite things to do. That's
what vacation is for. And also the last time we went, we had gone with my parents and brother, and we made oxtails before we went, frozen, I think. Brought them with us, and so that was like a meal for everybody, the first night or two. So that is really, it's just, I love that place. I just can't say enough good things about it. What are some of your favorite moments from our trips to Destin?
Favorite moments, I think, of course, I covered a few things from like our first trip together. It was probably, that was during your birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So our birthday dinner out for you, where you had like this dress.
Oh my gosh, this dress was a hot mess.
This dress was like,
you trying to be fast, hot girl.
Yeah,
summer.
she was being a hot ass. And there was this Caucasian brother.
Why is this your moment? One of your favorite moments?
It was just interesting. I won't say it's my favorite moment, but it was interesting. Who just continued to offer to take pictures of Shatay.
Yeah.
And I was like, so after about 10 minutes or so, I was like, all right, we good.
And they were staring also when we were eating. They were at the table next to us and some kind of way found themselves outside with us as well. So kind of makes you wonder if they were like swingers or something.
Yeah, I think he was getting ready to proposition. I gave him that look like, bro, ain't nothing happening over here.
Back off.
It's not happening. But I think that meal.
Mm-hmm. That was a good meal.
Just like you said, all of that just kind of felt like home.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like we were really like celebrating another birthday.
Instead of the first one, you mean?
Yeah, instead of the first one together.
Yeah.
Like we have been doing a couple shit for a minute.
That's real. I can see that. I think from that trip specifically, one of my favorite moments was the day I don't know, I can't remember if we did 2 beach days, but one of those beach days where we were just out there all day in the chairs under the umbrella, listening to music, kind of having drinks, getting in the water, come back, fell asleep, took a nap.
It was kind of having drinks. We had one of those big containers full of like drink, and
we were just out there all
had
day.
Our playlist going, slept for a bit, drank for a bit.
Woke up and just like did it all over again.
Went to the water, prayed. I want to say we prayed before we drank, but I don't know.
But we were in and out of the water. It was that was a really, really, really good time.
And there were no plans.
Nope.
We didn't have anything to be on schedule for.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's all the things that we don't necessarily have to do here, right? So, of course, there's work. Of course, there's, for me, when I was baking, it was baking orders, the next thing, planning, production, all the things. And there's just kind of like, not if I don't want to.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like it. And it's just an easy trip. Usually sometimes when you go to like vacation spots that have beaches, it's a trip like in and of itself to just get to the beach itself and the parking and the like finding the spot and but like staying at this property in particular, it just takes all of that out of it, and you literally just walk out of your unit, past the gate, it's private, onto the beach. They have put your spot out, you didn't have to search for it. Like, take the chair up when you're done. Like, all you have to do is show up. And that's
just be there.
That's how I want a vacation. Like, I don't want to have to, work.
Definitely how I want to live.
Work to vacation. Any other favorites?
Other than saying the whole trip.
Yeah, we love Destin. It's just, I can't wait to go back for sure.
Walmart liquor is a favorite. Not having to go out of my way.
Restaurants, beach. That's really it. I mean, we haven't gone, but it's like right behind the property. Almost shares space with Ruth Chris. We've not gone to eat there, but if you want to work out, there's a gym. I think there's like tennis courts. There's everything that you need in that little vicinity. There's 4 condo buildings, and they're like right on the beach. You pay a little bit more if you want to. The closer to the beach, the more expensive the units are, but they're all pretty close. It's kind of like a little parabola-ish kind of situation. And
come on, parabola? I'm going to have to look that up.
The 2 furthest ones, a little bit cheaper, and then the 2 closest ones. And they're all named after islands. The buildings are St. Croix, St. Thomas, St. Martin. I don't think it's St. Lucia, but it could be. But I know for sure St. Croix, because we've stayed in St. Croix building before. There's St. Thomas. St. Martin, I think, is the one that's closest to the water. We've not stayed in that one yet. And then there's another one, which might be St. Lucia.
Maybe.
And the trip is really affordable. I want to say maybe $1,500 we spent in terms of gas, the lodging or the meals, and it's just an easy trip to kind of
It is to pack up and be able to go.
Yeah. Load up the gas up the pacer and
gas up the pacer.
just go and come back. Okay. Any least favorite moments?
Across the board?
Yeah.
You not waking up.
He is a morning person, and I am like, what we gotta wake up for? I've never had a good relationship in the morning times, if I'm being honest. And so
it's awful. The one thing about being in a relationship where one person cooks is I'm gonna get up and cook. So Shatay will be like, why aren't you laying in the bed? But also, what time are we gonna eat?
I love that you cook. I would sometimes, what you do, prefer that you just sleep in and we just thug out breakfast, quite honestly. I would rather just have the time with you and then we just figure out a meal.
That's cute. I don't want to thug it out. Eat good food.
Yeah. And even that first time we had gone some kind of way, we had food in the fridge. I don't even know from where. We had, you know what it was? That first time we went, we stopped because it took us through 85 and we stopped either in Montgomery or we stopped somewhere in Alabama and had like a hood spot, like some burgers that we were trying. Yeah. That's another thing about us. We love to just try local restaurant spots, try what the people eat there. We got stories for days of like just restaurants we've tried. So we actually had some like burgers or something that we had.
That was my old hood spot though from Montgomery. Like, I think it's called Joe's again or something like that. It was like the most hood ghetto burger ever.
Sometimes that food be like the best food.
I was busting now. Don't sleep.
Yeah. So that's we ended up having cooler stuff. We had cakes that you had made for my birthday. And we had random burgers from our trip there.
I did set up the spot for like your birthday celebration.
It was the sweetest thing ever, y'all. Before we left, he had cake. I think he had AKA on it. It was chocolate. It was a heart cake. That was my 37th birthday. He had a 3 and a 7 candle. There was like balloons and gifts. It was so thoughtful. He's just so thoughtful.
I was trying to pull shot at you. Like, she never had that like this before.
And I had not. So that was real. What's the haze, Destin?
The haze is probably the drive only, which is not even bad.
5 hours isn't bad. When I was growing up,
but also you slept a lot of the way there.
True, and I could stay up if I needed to. But also, here's the thing, y'all. My parents, when I was younger, always told me that whenever they needed me to go to sleep, they would put me in the car, drive around until I went to sleep. And so now if I'm in the car and not driving, when I'm driving, I'm fine. I just put on music that I can sing to. When I'm in the car for like more than 20, 30 minutes, just sitting, I'm like, how much longer I got to be awake? So it's difficult for me to just sit and ride and not fall asleep, but I can do it. But the drive isn't even that bad, in my opinion. We grew up driving from Houston, like taking road trips from Houston to Orlando every summer when I was a kid. And so that was like 16, 17 hours we used to do. So the 5 hours is really not bad. The haze for me, I think, would be the time that we didn't stay at that property. We stayed at the beach house, and us trying to get to the beach was a haze and a half. It was just the whole thing I just mentioned, trying to find somewhere to park. Trying to find somewhere to sit when we got there. Oh yeah. It was it was just harder to enjoy the beach. And like, if that's why you're going to a beach town, like you want to enjoy
just have ready access.
Exactly.
Yeah. Having to try to find somewhere to park and having a whole family, that whole setup, having to have our own chairs because none of that stuff was available. Yeah. All of those things were just not.
I don't even remember if we got on the beach that time, or if we did, if we enjoyed. I clearly have blocked that whole thing out, but what I remember is not being able to find somewhere to park and that being just like a trip
and feeling poor.
I do remember some restaurant that we like had a drink or something from when we were at that beach, and that restaurant only being okay. I just remember thinking like, we gotta always go back to our spot. we can't stay anywhere else on Destin.
That restaurant though, that was me trying to sneak and get some seafood because your mom's allergic to seafood. So I was trying to grab some
also going to a beach city and not being able to eat seafood is a haze because we love seafood.
Child, if I ain't love your mama. He's like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Yeah. I can't think of anything else about the haze of Destin.
Everything was good money.
One haze, okay, this is a haze, but I don't think it's about Destin specifically. I think it is the time that we went, Labor Day week. So the prices are bananas compared to if you go some other weekend. So I don't know that we would want to go Labor Day weekend. Also, I remember Labor Day weekend, us experiencing some rain, which we had not experienced when we had gone before. The other thing, now all these memories are coming back to me. The other thing that we experienced the last time we went, which we had not experienced before, were the jellyfish. So something was going on the coast in general because we had just gone to Gulf Shores. Like we literally went to Gulf Shores first with
my family,
and then drove to Destin to be there with my family. And there was like a gazillion and one jellyfish in Gulf Shores to the point where kids were trying to catch them. Stay tuned for our Black Love Journeys episode on Gulf Shores. And
I'll give you the short version.
It wasn't that bad, actually.
It wasn't terrible.
And then driving, a couple hours down the coast to Destin, and some of them were there, and that was annoying. There weren't as many as there were in Gulf Shores, but we didn't have to worry about that in that way before.
Right.
So it kind of takes the fun out of it when you're concerned about being seen. I think you got stung.
Yeah, I got stung.
And you lost your glasses.
I did.
Oh. These, I think.
Some like these. The other pair that I had like these, they belonged to the ocean now.
Ocean claimed them, or the Gulf claimed them. But yeah, those are things that I remember being like, ugh. Hopefully, when we go back, the jellyfish will. I'm gone about their business.
Yeah. Good times though.
Yeah, really good time. Really, really good time. Any reflections on any of those trips?
I think just that it is important to have some kind of self-care regimen, whatever that looks like for you. Being able to get away and just kind of unplug is important, whether you are local or on vacation. Just having a plan to be able to just like pull back from everything. I think being places with someone that you like really have a good relationship with, like that you consider a friend, is good. It also made me want to be more intentional about like going more places with my family, like expanding outside of what we used to do, like with my church in Panama City and that kind of stuff. Doing something a little bit different and being intentional about that kind of stuff. I think overall the reflection is about just intention. Yeah. Like doing more things with intention, being purposeful, and saying that this is what I'm doing for me in this moment. I enjoy it. Giving myself the permission to get away and unplug and not be reachable or any of those things, and just taking better care of ourselves.
That's a good reflection, intentional. I'm sitting here trying to think if there was anything major that came from it. I think the only word that's coming to mind is home. In that our unit, I remember thinking like, this feels so natural. And I've said that a lot about our relationship, how it just felt like home for me in a way that, other relationships I've been in have not. And then also the way that place feels like home in some regard. Not a home that I would ever want to live in full time, but a place that just keeps drawing me back. The beauty of it, the experiences I've had there, the experiences I've yet to have there. The people are really friendly too, which was something, if I'm going to be honest, we were a little bit nervous about because it's Florida, one. And like we saw a good bit of like Trump signs and businesses and things like that. And so you can be a little concerned, especially the climate, but everybody was really friendly.
Not me though. I wasn't concerned because my experience has always been that clear people are very friendly on vacation.
Clear. But not everybody.
They really are super friendly on vacation.
Don't say that. But also, I don't think that all of them were on vacation. Like I remember talking to some people and like they have homes there, like they live in there. Or one woman was like, they have a second home there, and she was like, I've been here for like 2-3 months. So like it's a part of their life.
I think so.
Not like,
and I may be jaded. That's why I may be jaded, but I feel like they just kind of viewed us as like, oh, y'all are the good colored. Y'all can afford to be here. Like, welcome.
Wow.
But that may be my own stuff.
I think that is your own stuff.
Perhaps
it can be. Everybody was pretty friendly. We didn't run into.
Like, well, the man that kept taking the pictures, he was friendly for a different reason. I don't think he was.
Yeah,
I don't think he was trying to be your friend. You try to be your friend.
The reflection for me for Destin is just kind of this idea of home, and it's not quite home is wherever you are, wherever I am, wherever you are. It's just maybe the reflection is that home can be wherever I want it to be, and that just me being able to acknowledge or understand what that even feels like or looks like and have it here first allowed me to be able to see it in other ways in my life. And so just kind of like this connectedness, hominess that Destin really brings about for me that I will forever appreciate and always want to go back for.
I think it's okay to kind of have like those places that are maybe like pilgrimages for you, those places that you reach out to where you feel super connected in those moments, and it can be a semi-religious experience to, have places where you just go and those are like your spots.
Yeah, maybe not religious, but definitely spiritual. Yeah.
And whatever it is for you, I'll allow it.
Oh, thank you, kind sir.
You're welcome.
Would we go back? I think we've answered that already. All the thumbs up. I want to go back again and again and again. I want a spot there. I want a home there where I can at least once every summer, be like I'm in Destin for a few weeks, which is easier for me because I work from home. If you have a situation where that were the case, I could see us just being in Destin for like June.
And I'm on a mission to be a stay-at-home husband, so this is going to work out super well for me. I can't wait.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh.
My wife is a baller, so when we buy this spot, we will be broadcasting live. We'll bring our little mic and our setup and keep y'all in the loop.
On the beach.
With our drinks and our music.
Okay. Speaking of music, what is the music for this moment?
For me, it is Her, Comfortable. That song is everything. And I remember just feeling like
comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah. Like this is where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
This is who I'm supposed to be with.
Yeah.
We had some good moments that kind of eased it into like we really be talking a whole bunch of trash to each other, and loving on each other in that way. And
trash talk is absolutely one of our love languages, and sometimes it goes too far.
I'm glad you're able to admit that.
But I think that it's kind of like if we're not talking trash, it's like how do we talk? Yeah, comfortable is perfect. Feel so comfortable with you. Yeah, that's a good choice. That's a really good choice. So at some point, maybe 2022, we're headed back to Destin for the turn up.
Yay, God.
And I can't wait for it because I love that place.
You know, at some point, I think that Black Love Journeys is going to have to find its way to like having trips that we invite people on.
Y'all want to come with us? Y'all are, yes.
It's going to have to be
curated experiences. Come on, James.
Yeah. Better come on. So I think we are going to have to grow this. I do believe that Black love travels well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that Black love kind of has a chance to rest and rejuvenate and heal itself and all those things when you figure out the journey together. No matter whether you are abroad or local or just navigating the community.
That's right.
So, yeah, I'm open to it.
I love it. So we're going to plan for it. It coming soon. So stay tuned.
Alrighty.
And with that, that's going to wrap up this conversation on Destin. I think the takeaway is that it's a beautiful place, beautiful experience. It's affordable. And if you're in the Atlanta area or anywhere close by, just find a way to get there and experience it for yourself. And we always say that life will always present us with the haze, but we all have everything we need within us to navigate through it.
And one of the most important things is you're not alone. So join us next time and we'll navigate the journey together.
That's right.
Peace, y'all.